Good morning, friends. My name is Ina Irby. I'm not a life coach. I'm not a therapist. I'm a mom. I recently disassociated myself as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I've been married to the same man for 26 years. I have two children, 13 and 8. I just wanted to share something that I thought was very important. I was remembering when ATMs were put at Narco Assembly Hall. I don't know if you remember that. If you're local here, then you remember that. I remember Brother Franz saying, and I can't remember exactly his exact words, but I remember him saying that the minute Jehovah's people had to ask for money, then we knew that we weren't the right religion. We weren't doing what was right. Now I'm ad-libbing it because I can't remember exactly, but I know he said that. And I remember how it felt when I walked into the Norco Assembly Hall and I looked around me and there were ATMs that had just been installed. It was the strangest feeling. And I don't know if you felt that too, but I did. And I remember a sister, and she had said, she was giving us, or she was sharing something with me. I don't know who was around me. I don't even remember her name. I don't know who she was, really. I was kind of taken aback at that she was even sharing it, actually. And I really don't know. I know she's a local sister. I don't know what congregation she's in. I'm in South County, in Orange County, California. And she happened to talk and say that she had gone to the circuit assembly to rehearse because she had a part at the circuit assembly. And during the rehearsal, the circuit overseer blatantly, in front of everybody, asked, "And so how much do you contribute each month to the organization?" Now, mind you, this sister was probably in her late 60s. She was older. And I remember her body language. She was like, as she was talking, she kind of slouched. She was kind of slouching. And then as she's expressing and explaining the story, she said, I couldn't believe he asked me, she said, in front of all those people, that how much I was supposed to be giving, or how much I was giving each month. She goes, you know what, I couldn't believe it. She said, and as she's telling the story, she goes, I told him, in her body posture changed, she goes, that it's none of his business. And I picked up my things and I left the assembly hall. And I didn't give my part at the assembly. So, obviously they got somebody else, but money, right? Money. And I also remember the example in the Bible when Moses had been questioned as to his authority, right? And then Jehovah God got all the priests together, and whoever had, it was the Levites, that Korah, right? Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And they had questioned Moses' authority. And so Jehovah had shown them who he was backing by, it's in my book of Bible stories, Aaron, right? He had his rod that was flowered. It turned into like flowers. And so then everybody knew that that God truly was behind, Jehovah God was behind the leaders. Can I just encourage you, if you want to stay one of Jehovah's Witnesses, stop giving your money. Just stop giving your money. That's the point of what I'm trying to say. If you truly believe that this is God's organization, stop giving your money and you'll see, truly see. If you want to test that this is God's organization, Jehovah doesn't need money. Jesus said, receive free, give free, right? Give free and receive free. And that's what he did. His whole life was about, he never asked for money. So that's all I wanted to share. If you want to stay one of Jehovah's Witnesses, test. Go preach. Preach the word, right? Preach. But don't give your money. Don't give your money. And I think that was the hardest thing to see too, is that the videos with the children giving their change away. I worked for Starbucks and for a while, and they said the baristas would say we'd actually get more money through change. So, because people usually throw away their change. So don't. Keep your change. Go and spend it on your family members. Go get a card. Go get somebody a card and stop over at a sister's house and drop off some muffins or some coffee and help the brothers and sisters. Share that money with the people in the congregation. There's a sister in my congregation, and I found out, and she's very, very ill. She was giving $500 a month. Don't give your money. Don't give your money. Just keep your money and test to see whether or not this is truly God's organization. They don't need watches, expensive watches. They don't need expensive chairs. They don't need what is it that they're building? That stupid building with all the videos that they're going to want to do. Ugh, goodness. It's millions of dollars are being poured into that. Don't give your money to that corporation. Don't give it. Test. See whether or not it really is God's behind that. Is Jehovah truly behind that? It's very easy to make simple videos. I mean, I'm a mom. We don't have a lot of money. It just takes, I think too, it just takes some ingenuity and a cell phone. Everybody has one. And you do a video. And how much more effective would that be, I think, for the Faithful and Discreet Slave class, right? Or Brother Hurd and Brother Let and all these, Brother Morris, to sit and just do simple things. Anyway. Yeah. Media Production Center. There we go. They're building that. Jehovah's Witnesses, or the brothers are building that huge media production center in Warwick. You don't need to spend that kind of money. You can do simple things. And there's a lot of money that gets poured in. If we are living in critical times, like Jesus had said, we have the virus going around the world. The world is being affected by different epidemics, is what they said. As a result of critical times, if the world is truly in a critical state, like Jesus had said, right? That we were going to be in the time of what he called critical times, that we would be living in critical times, then wouldn't you do what Joseph did and save that money for brothers and sisters that are going to be hit by these difficulties, instead of putting a media center together? Wouldn't you think you'd have to reevaluate that? Why would you put a media center together when the world and the world around us, the leaders of the world around us, Satan's political leaders, people that are in the world, can see that there are difficulties the world is having? So why wouldn't you put your money aside for your family? For your spiritual family, right? For your family. Joseph did. Because he knew that there was going to be a famine in the land. Do you remember? In Egypt. But he put his money, did he put it? Yeah. Don't be fooled. Just don't be fooled. If you want to stay one of Jehovah's Witnesses, test to see whether or not Jehovah is behind it. Test it. And, have common sense. Have common sense. The spirit of discernment is what we've always been told. Be discerning. See where that money is going. If we truly are living in critical times, don't you think that the brothers should be spending that money in a way that could help our brothers and sisters worldwide? If they needed food, if they needed medicine, if they needed things, not in a media center in Warwick, not in a media center. That is bothering me, and then it's always bothered me. Yeah, I can keep going, but I'm just a little frustrated on how money is spent. So if you could just please save your money, save your money, save your money, save your money. Save your money, because you're going to need that money. If you're a family, if you're a head of the household, you're going to need that money for medical bills, for food, water, basics. We were encouraged to get our go bags together. In California, there's a lot of earthquakes, and the Center of Disease Control, as well as the Red Cross, has always encouraged the importance of putting things aside for yourself. So instead of putting that money towards the organization and the society and its corporation, put it towards your family. Save that money for yourself and do what Joseph did. Save it for your family. Get the necessary needs that you need, so that, because we're living in critical times, right? That you would have what you need for your families. Don't give it to the society. Don't give it to the corporation. That's all I wanted to say. Test it. Test to see if Jehovah's behind it. And stop giving your money. All right. Follow your bliss and be good humans.